prior to the defence of Dover, King John's defiance of the Magna Carta had mired England in a rebellion known as the First Barons' War. Across England, barons broke ties with the crown and seized important cities, including Rochester. With his reign under threat, John deployed his forces to retake Rochester and capture the traitors.
Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play Age of Empires 4. We've gone back in time. I don't know how we did this, but we have. We're here at Rochester. Apparently we're going to siege the castle this time. We'll show them how it's done.
King John's men arrived at the outskirts of Rochester, set to retake the castle and drive out the rebel barons within. But Rochester was a formidable fortress that protected the route to London, and the rebel barons were prepared to lay down their lives.
Were those trees moving as the camera panned? Maybe it was the shadows.
Before King John's men could hope to retake the castle, they would need to reinforce their position by capturing the village of Chatham.
Capturing. Okay, we're gonna capture Chatham. More difficult to say than you imagine. We're gonna capture Chatham. Which I assume is just attack move. I don't want to burn this place down because I'm capturing it. It's probably going to become mine. And looking at the state of this place, I'm going to need some sort of staging post. Fantastic. Now you work for me. That's the way it works.
The king's men secured Chatham and began preparing for an arduous siege. Rochester's keep was protected by strong stone walls. The king's army would need mighty siege weapons to break through.
Also, apologies if you hear any minor noise on the microphone. There is one mighty great storm happening outside. It probably doesn't pick it up, but it might do. Okay, what do we need stone for? We're making siege engines. Now you'd think we need stones to put in the trebuchets and catapults, but you'd be wrong. We need wood and gold. Don't ask. We have to bling up the trebuchets a bit with the gold. Oh, a sacred site. Gives me something to demonstrate. That's nice. Well, I can don some worker, I guess. Right. Monastery. Right in the way of the road and the middle of town. Perfect. A better site for a monastery I have never seen. We are going to need plentiful supplies of food because we can't just attack with siege engines. We're going to need to back them up with something vaguely human. I probably should have started chopping wood around my lumber camp rather than randomly down here. Well, I don't know. It felt so safer to go this way. It's more protected. The whole town's in the way. I built a monastery because I wanted some monks. I've already got some monks. They were just tending to the fields. We shall capture the sacred site. What does the sacred site do? It generates gold over time. In a multiplayer game, if you capture all of the sacred sites and hold them for 10 minutes, you win the game. You get a holy victory, a sacred victory. But I severely doubt that's going to happen in this map. Won't be much of a mission if it does. But the other benefit of holding sacred sites is that they give you passive gold income, which I imagine is what it's here for this time. Which means I actually didn't need this monastery because I don't plan to build monks. Surprisingly enough, they can't bless siege engines. We could try and find some relics, I guess. We are going to need gold, so let's just secure this gold pile. I know we've got some passive gold coming in now. 66 per minute, apparently. I had no idea how much it gave.
King
Which we
John's
could all run away.
forces were struck by a raiding group of rebels sallying from the castle.
What does it mean to sally? Alright, heal us while we're in battle, men. Of all the targets, you go for my superfluous lumber camp. Why? You're never going to kill that in time. Oh, we have incendiary arrows from the off. Very nice. I love incendiary arrows. It allows me to be lazy and just build archers. I'm running out of space. Okay, I need some deforestation, pronto. Now, what was my actual plan? Oh yes, it was to secure this gold. Siege engines are very expensive on the gold. I'm going to slaughter the wildlife while I'm here. I'm not sick and twisted. Well, I am, but that's not why I'm doing it. I will be harvesting them for food. One scout so I can herd them would be nice. Few things I want. I want a mill so we can return the food from the animal carcasses. So we'll do that. You gonna let me tier up to the 4th tier? It might. Okay, we've got our mill. I'm also going to put an outpost here just to scout for any enemies approaching. These things have good vision range. And then back to it. There's my one scout coming. Let's speed that up a little bit. Rebuild the lumber camp a little deeper in, just so we have less travel distance when we return the wood. Might seem like it's not worth it because how much time am I really saving here, but it's very, very cheap. A lumber camp only costs 50 wood, and they carry back 10 per time, so it doesn't take very long to pay for itself at all. Well, that's rude. They destroyed my scout tower. I couldn't see them coming, so they managed to snipe my scout tower. The irony. Oh, I need that one scout. He's the only thing that can herd sheep for some reason. This game raises a lot of questions that I can't answer. You get in there. That's not in, that's repairing. In you go. In you go. And everyone, return to work. Please no one mess it up. Fantastic. Good work, everyone. Apart from the fact we left those guys alive. Apart from that, good work. Right, let's get back to tending to the fields. I need 2 more for the fields. Scout's going to go round up the sheep. bring them to the mill for easier harvesting. Do you harvest sheep? Is that the right term? It's the term I'm going to go for. Try this again on the same spot. That spot was perfect. Why would I change it? Okay, to the gold if you please. And let's see what superb final buildings we can make. We can stick a whacking great keep at our front door for safety. Or this is a production landmark, a military landmark. Makes a varied army. We could just build nothing but wine guards? I don't know how to pronounce this word. But I'm gonna make Berkshire Palace. You know, there's a chance we have enough wood, looking at the number 6,000 there. I'm defending with a minimal force, but hopefully this keep will provide adequate defense. This is one brave sheep, surrounded by 3 wolves. Just going about his life. No fear. Okay, this land here, I'm earmarking for production facilities. The one thing I should do is I should get my arsenal going, so I can start doing my upgrades. I should also get a blacksmith. Any other buildings I desperately want? Not really. I will get a university once I can, but I can't build a university until Berkshire Palace is complete. University just houses some further upgrades, the sort of final endgame upgrades. For a variety of units, there's some cavalry ones, some archer ones, some siege ones, there's everything in there. Including gunpowder. Ooh. Don't know if they'll let me have gunpowder in this, mind you. Alright, now we're cooking. I'd like to see you take down Berkshire Palace. You get in there. Wait, you're a villager, don't get in there. Get over there. Can crossbowmen also get in? Or is it just archers? No, crossbowmen can get in. Fantastic. Look at this machine gun fire. And we can upgrade it further. Look at this. Why? That was outside of your range. Substantially outside of your range. You guys are hard workers. Passive gold generation? I'll take that. That sounds pretty good to me. You're going to burn this down, are you? You don't think something else here might be the threat? Alright, you do you. This does let me build individual units, by the way. But I can't buy the... I'm going to call it Wine Guard. Can't buy the Wine Guard army. Some good options here. Need to decide what my army is going to be. So how do you siege a castle? Obviously with siege engines, but beyond that, what do you need? Got a couple of siege workshops to start. How much gold do we have here? Quite a lot. Not an infinite amount, but I am starting to prepare an infinite amount of gold thanks to this, enclosures. Every 8 seconds, each farm that's been worked on generates 1 gold. Very nice. Also the sacred site's infinite supply of gold, but very slow. Suppose we'll get our upgrades. Not for stone, though. Someone want to grab this for me? I'll just ignore that. What happened to my monks? Oh, they probably died in that attack earlier. Monastery is going to get some use. I find it incredible that they don't notice when the first one of their team dies. We're going to need a lot of farming, I can tell. Okay, that's good. Let's just start getting the basic upgrade, shall we? Seems like a safe choice. Now, to siege a castle, you're going to want trebuchets. They have the longest range, and they're specialists at destroying walls and buildings and the like. Very useful. So we're definitely going to need some trebuchets, but they're not very good against units. So for now, I'm going to get a couple of mangonels to help me on defense. I could do with getting that as well. There is some stone, right? Okay, you guys just get me 300 stone. You can't suicide to kill the monk. He's a holy man. You will pay for this. The villagers have had enough. They got the bows out. They're very slow bows, but the bows nonetheless. Let's repair that, then back to that. I wish you all the best of luck. Did you stop attacking the archers to slaughter the sheep? Did I see that correctly? Increase the attack speed bonus of the network of castles. I don't know what network of castles is. Must be something that he can do. I think it's the passive buff that it's granting just by existing. I'll get it. It might make my defense better. Okay, I seem to have decided I'm building mangonels, so let's upgrade them as well. Monk died, we'll rebuild him. And now we can build a university as well, in theory, if we had the room. There. Catapults, I built you for a reason, okay? There you go, now you've got it. I got another way of solving this issue. There. Okay, no more gold, so... No one not there. No more gold, so we're going to build a lot of farms. Enjoy some of that passive gold income. Oh, that's a bit sneaky. Not a fan of this. They even brought a monk. Not sure I said it explicitly, but only monks can capture sacred sites. Okay, that's probably enough stone if you guys want to get back to the whole chopping trees business. I'm going to go slow here. I'm going to take my time. I assume this is going to be a difficult siege. And we've been caught out before by rushing. Make me a gate so I can actually pass through. There you go. I'm not in a rush. Sure. 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 Don't think we need knights to siege a castle. I might go men-at-arms to absorb archer fire, because I imagine there's going to be a lot of archers on this defence. Build this here so I can see into the forest a bit better. See, my supplies are looking very, very good here. Now we shall look at the upgrades. Oh, this isn't fair. I feel like I shouldn't have built this wall. It's given them ideas. And now they're burning my fields. I suppose I should care more about the fact that they're destroying my town centre. We've got a couple of people repairing still, that's good enough for me. We've got one person repairing still, that's good enough for me. You absolute swines. Right, that's the way they want to play it. Fine, so be it. Catapults, I need you again. Everyone find something to do. Are you repairing a field? How does that work? Look, meet. Acquire. Right, we need an army. We need to make decision. We made our decision, we're sticking with our decision. And as the longbow specialty, specialists, that's the word, we will also get archery ranges. Not going cavalry, might go spearmen. I mean, maybe, let's get it. Not going sprinkles. I'm going men-at-arms. I might build some transports. Sure. Just anything to try and stop them. I know they can walk through this forest still, but anything that lets me guide them a little bit is good. Sometimes I swear they're not actually speaking Old English, they're just saying modern English with an inflection. It is time to get things done. I'm not convinced. Right, you. And you. Everyone on group 3. It is time to build an army. Gonna need trebs. Gonna need men-at-arms. Gonna need a longbowman because they don't cost gold. I seriously think building this wall has deterred them from attacking from here, so now they just attack here, which is worse for me. So I would have been better off not having the wall. And if I believe that, why didn't I test this theory? By using delete. Elete. Yeah, I feel like you slightly messed up when it came to writing the word delete. U6, have nothing to do, is that correct? I like the stuttering of these +1s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What upgrades do you want? I was going to build that for defense. I need that for more armor. I need that for the longbowman. I'd like that, but that's unrealistic. I'll have one more house just to finish that off. Now the army will start to build. Tell you what else I should get. I should get a marketplace, because I got so much food, it's ridiculous. Oh, fantastic, they're coming back to the front. Okay, I'll leave 2 catapults here. Seems ironic that building the wall was the worst defensive decision I could have made. It's a good number of trebuchets to have. 4 I'm going to go for. Is there no farm for you? There you go. Loads of farms. Everyone here working hard? Any farms not in use? Don't think that one's in use. Okay, upgrades are coming. Massive archer army. It's going to be led by a few men-at-arms. Elites. Never built this house apparently. Build it now even though it does nothing. Got my market. What do we want? Probably gold. That is good gold supply. Health of all buildings, I don't really care for that. Am I likely to use transports? Maybe. I might build battering rams, I suppose. No, I'm not going to build battering rams. I've got trebuchets. I might mix in some spearmen. No, I wanted you to harvest the farm, the grain. Don't harvest the farm itself, that would be a bit strange. But harvest the grain. That's a good chap. Get the spearman upgrade. And then I think we're there for upgrades. Don't want elite crossbowmen, they cost gold, I can't afford that. Get a few more mangonels. Get a few more men-at-arms. Get a lot more longbowmen. A couple more mangonels. Okay, 5 trebs. I only meant to make 4, but I got 5. And we've learned from the mistakes of the past. Don't jump the gun. Just wait. We got a scary looking force and it's going to get scarier. Hope you're feeling comfortable in there. Ooh. If you'll excuse me. I see an artifact. So artifacts are just holy relics that are on the floor for no apparent reason. And if you capture them and bring them back to your monastery, they give you benefits, the main benefit being gold. Good work. But only the monks. Or religious units, I should say. It's not always monks, because if you're playing Delhi, you get imams, I think. I might be mixing up my religions. But everyone has a religious unit. I believe the Holy Roman Empire gets prelates? Prelates? I don't know how to say that word either. This game tests you. That was the trebuchet's projectile shatter. And originally I thought I couldn't get because it cost too much gold, but then I remembered markets exist. And now I'm feeling flush. It is a good looking force. My hotkeys aren't the best because the mangonels are going to be hotkeyed with the footmen, but I want my trebuchets on their own hotkey. Mangonels need to attack units, trebuchets need to attack buildings and walls. It's different. Population capacity reached. Let's go. And while I'm going, I'm going to pre-build a lot of units, as is always tradition. There's a terrifying looking army. I love it. You are ambitious. Hold your ground, men. We built trebuchets for a reason. Let's use them. Hold your ground, men. Watch it. Oh, it's so satisfying. Look at the range on these things. I love trebuchets. Everybody loves trebuchets, right? Just a throwing motion is so satisfying. It's that overarm lob. Tell you what else I want to get. I want to reinforce with spearmen, because they don't cost gold either. Nice and cheap. Not going in the castle here, not yet. Not that I can. There's this stone wall in the way, but I'm waiting for the trebuchets to bring more of it down. I don't know what kind of position this is, man. We need to face this way, okay? I'm probably not in range of the archers, if I had to guess. I've got my trebuchets on the front line now. Strategic genius at work. I like the way they suddenly plummet to the ground.
Crumbled to King John's men, and they descended on the keep.
Don't tell us what we did. We didn't descend on anything. I want campfires, people. On the double. Move up, Trebs. Trebuchets may as well keep attacking the towers around the outside. Mangonels can attack. They should just attack the largest cluster of units, to be honest. You guys are doing great. Trebs, over here. Everyone just attack anything. Mangonels, hit the clump of archers. Don't aim at the single horses. Perfect. Bring the walls down. There's something so satisfying about a slow, controlled siege like this. I just love it. I always have done in RTS games. Doesn't matter what the game is. You know, if it's StarCraft and you're pushing up with siege tanks, it just feels so good. You feel so in control. Move up, Trebs. That's a grim end for those guys. Fall back. We don't need to attack into any of that. We've got Trebs. We've got mountains of siege for a reason. Look at the reinforcements. Got some men-at-arms. We need something to stand on the front lines. Probably don't need more siege. The siege seems to be surviving very well. Running low on archers, though. Back up, back up. Wait for those reinforcements. They're coming. Here we go. Look at this. Oh, it's so satisfying. Defending a siege makes you feel good because you're all efficient. And you feel untouchable. But breaking someone else, leading the siege, ooh, that's a good time. I love this game. I would like to bring down this gate, if you please. People are actually using initiative. They're starting to storm the walls and all sorts. Go on, you've committed to scaling these walls, in you go. This was your idea. Now have faith of your convictions and get in there. It's time. Get the trebs on the main target. That will not last long against trebs. They are very good at destroying buildings. Not that I'm going to let anything here survive. Oh, the game has decided it can survive. Fine, so be it.
The great keep at Rochester fell at the hands of the king's army, securing both the castle and the route to London. While
We
the
did it,
fight
men.
for
Cheer
England raged
vigorously.
on, a desperate King John clung to the throne.
I'm not clinging to anything. I've got this in a seriously impressive grip right now. So what's happening in the world of timeline? We going forwards or backwards? Or are we done? I don't know. It could be anything. We could take a quick detour to learn about medieval paint. Who knows? There's only one way to find out, and that's by joining me in the next video. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.